I used to spend an entire Sunday planning meals and calculating macros by hand, and it took hours every single week. Then I found out AI could do the whole thing in about 5 minutes. And today I'm going to show you exactly how. No nutrition background required. Meal planning is one of those tasks that feels small until you actually have to do it. And then it somehow eats your whole afternoon. Macro counting makes it worse because if you've never done it before, it feels technical and intimidating, like something only fitness people understand. So most of us either wing it every week or give up on tracking anything at all. This is exactly the kind of problem that feels harder than it actually is, which makes it perfect for AI to help with. As we all know, food plays a big part of that journey when it comes to either losing weight or trying to do a body recomp. So tracking macros is essential to hit those goals. So this is one of those things that I use AI to kind of make my life easier. So I'm not constantly having to either type things out on my phone or write things down or have like a million apps just to do one thing. So I use Claude and I dabbled a little bit in Claude Code to actually create a dashboard that can help me not only track my meals, but to help plan for the week and then figure out what the macros are for each meal. So I'm just not overthinking. So the first thing that you want to think about is, okay, what are your goals? So I'll give an example. So the issue that I personally had is cooking is fine. I know how to cook. I know how to put together meals, but it's figuring out with the ingredients that I have in my fridge, what to even do with that. And so I started off where I would take a picture of my pantry or of my fridge, and then I'll say, give me a list of meals that I can make with this. And then I'll put, I want to have at least 30 grams of protein, moderate carbs, and regular amount of fat. Because at the time I was body recomping. You can submit a picture of whatever you have in your pantry or your fridge along with this prompt. Give me 7 dinner ideas for this week. For each one, include an estimated macro breakdown, protein, carbs, fats, and total calories. Keep the ingredients simple and easy to find, nothing fancy, and keep prep time realistic for a weeknight. So don't have a picture to include in this, but you include a picture of what you have in your pantry, and then it'll go through everything and create meals for you. So let's go ahead and send this. Okay, so here it gives you 7 dinner ideas for the week, and it breaks down protein, carbs, fat, and calories. So with this information, it's great. Now you have something that you can build off of for the week, but we can take it even a step further with Claude Code. Now, listen, I am not a coder. So I'm very new when it comes to Claude Code, but I like using it for different dashboards. And I think it's a great way to create your own meal prepping dashboard. So this is what we're going to do. We're taking it a step further and actually building out a visual dashboard because I'm all about visuals. For sure, you can type something into Claude and then just read the text it gives you. Or why not take it a step further and build up something visually? So here's the prompt. So basically what this prompt will do will build a recipe library, a weekly planner, and a grocery list that will auto-generate from whatever recipes are assigned to the current week planner. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter and let's see what it builds. And creating these prompts aren't hard. You can just go through Claude and type in the kind of things that you want to do and what you want to create and specifically reference, I want to do this in Claude Code, and then it'll create a prompt for you. And as you wait, there might be some permissions that come up, so you might have to manually click allow this run, and that's fine. Just make sure you read so you can see what it's trying to do and what it's asking for you. So if you have any issues with Claude, just say, oh, I can't do this. How do I do this? And usually it'll say, oh, my bad. And then they'll fix it, or it'll tell you what the error is and what you have to do to fix it. But in this case, I was just clicking the wrong link. So it directed me to the correct link that I needed to click on. What it came up with, we have a meal planner and you can type in your recipe name to add the recipe and macros. We already used Claude to create a meal plan for the week previously, but from here, so you see that you'll have the recipe library where you can add the recipes and then you have your weekly planner. And so you can sit, once you populate it with meals and information, then you can sit and plan it out for the week. And then it'll total up with the week calories, the total protein, total carbs, total fat. And then you can also tell it if you want to break it out by day, which I feel like most people would want to do, then you can set up to where the dashboard would show how many calories, protein, carbs, fat, what your macros were for specific days. But for this one, it's just a weekly planner. So you know every week how much you're consuming, and then you can break it down from there. And then as you add in meals, it'll also create a grocery list for you. So this is what we're going to do. So from here, we'll go back in Cloud Code, and then we'll go ahead and copy and paste the meal plan that we had Claude come up with. And then we'll hit enter. Then from here, it'll take some time to go ahead and populate it on this actual page. So we'll see. Okay, so it said it added it. Let's go ahead and refresh the page and see, I refreshed it and then it added all these recipes. So you should be able to go in here and choose which ones you want to populate for which days. And then, as I said before, then I'll track how many calories, protein, and carbs. So that's the whole process. No spreadsheets, no nutrition degree, just knowing what to ask for and knowing you're allowed to ask again if the first answer isn't quite right. If meal planning has felt like a chore, I hope this showed you it doesn't have to be. So in the next video, I'm doing the exact same thing for workout. Stick around for that one. I'm also running a series where I'm learning Cloud Code from literally zero. So if you've ever wanted to try coding but felt like every tutorial assumed too much, that series is for you too. Let me know in the comments what you want AI to help you plan next, and I'll see you in the next one.